That looks like a great target for some cluster artillery. I do really like the cluster artillery look in this game. Here we go. Okay, you couldn't really see it because of the forest. Oh, they're still getting hit by it, actually. That did a surprising low amount of suppression. Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to more Regiments. It's been a couple of days since I last uploaded a video, and with Skirmish coming out, that does mean that besides NATO, which obviously we've seen the Belgians with their Commonwealth task forces and the American armored units, we can also play as both East German and Soviet units, and today we're playing as a Soviet Airborne unit. I have selected a nighttime operation, however, it did say full moon. I guess the full moon is behind the clouds over there, so that's kind of an issue. However, the night combat in Regiments is what I think really sets it apart, and I did make a basic video on this, but maybe I didn't touch on it enough in that video. WARNO, I guess, is its main competitor. And I'm not trying to make this a I hate WARNO video, because I actually recently played WARNO again and have been really kind of coming around on WARNO. But I will say, where I think Eugen is playing it safe, where they are not including like different times of day, they're not including different weather. Regiments, made by a single developer, I feel like every time I play this, I want to just put that out there like, hey, this is made by a single dude, not the whole team. But Regiments has at least different weather conditions, which I appreciate. There's rain. I wouldn't be surprised if we see other weather conditions down the line, but also different times of day. Now, a big thing here, as we're going to just press pause for 1 second, for example, our BMD-2s are equipped with basic night vision. Our recon BRMs are equipped with thermals. There's also none, and there should also be advanced night vision. This basically means that obviously the more impressive, from none to basic to advanced to thermal, the better the night vision equipment, the better these units will perform at night, because right now my BMDs are only equipped with basic night vision, so coming up against any unit that has advanced or thermals, they will have an accuracy debuff, which I think is very interesting. However, you can use artillery illumination, which is a free tactical aid that's available every 3 minutes, and it does last I think a whole 60 seconds or so. Any unit caught inside of this will basically see a 0 buff or debuff, as in basically it'll be like you're playing this during the daytime. It's something that I'm just confused why it does just seem to me why it's weird that Eugen isn't trying to add more stuff like that. Actually, we're going to do it right now. We're going to illuminate this ATGM team. And we're also going to send our BMDs over here. So anyone caught in this huge circle is about to basically become daylight. So any target in here can be seen like regular. Oh, we're actually getting artillery. Does it friendly artillery? So these guys now have a debuff, technically speaking, as if it's just regular daytime. Now my BMDs do not have eyes on. Oh, that's bad. I don't want to call a strike in this close to the enemies. Okay, we're going to just try to hold the line here and see how long this lasts. Probably not very long, let's be real here. Oh, my BRM command section is under attack. Actually, we can probably open fire with my BRMs. We are going to retreat slightly to the back of this tree line. There's a lot of units right here. We could probably call our grads in. Our notice need to start firing. Okay, rally the troops. I think this basically reduces their suppression. Yeah, it does. And grads immediately start firing here. This is going to be bad. Reverse more, reverse more. Airstrike. Actually, maybe you have to queue out of here right now. I don't know if we're going to survive with these guys. Same for my HQ. And same for my BRMs. A little risky here. I'm hoping my BMDs survive.
New task force
okay,
available.
We'll take a look at the task force here in a second. We have issue 25s coming in. I think they're very preoccupied with engaging my BRMs right now. So we'll just have a huge amount of targets to shoot at. We knocked down an M1 Abrams squad there. Obviously, Gulf wasn't going to be able to be kept, sadly enough. Our grads, they just fire yet? I think they did. Our Nonas are still engaging. We're going to need to bring some guys up. Actually, we can bring up a new task force. I've been looking at this already. I really want to bring these T-80Us out. They have advanced night optics, and we get 6 of them in 2 squads of 3 or 2 platoons of 3. But they are very expensive, so we're going to have to hold on until we can actually afford to buy those. We are currently in a little bit of a situation, though, obviously. They just pushed Gulf with 6, 7 units. And yeah, we don't really have any eyes on right now, so we're going to move our grads. Actually, we'll move our grads back into the ammo zone. Our noners are noners are still good, but it's interesting how Regiments is different in that regard from Skirmish. In a quick skirmish battle, you can set it to night, and suddenly you have a whole different dynamic where certain units are going to be a lot better until they're obviously under artillery illumination, which I think is already a pretty big difference. Oh, let's get these out here, and maybe some VDV to support. Actually, whoa, double silver, nice. Some VDV to support that. Then, I'm not sure if the weather really adds anything other than just it looks different. But I don't remember it ever raining in Wargame Airland Battle or Wargame Red Dragon or in, I guess, WARNO, their latest. Not even in Still the Vision, I think there's anything like weather. So, and as much as that isn't a, okay, I'm going to buy this game because they modeled rain, it's just a small difference, but it does make a difference in your immersion into the game. Like, of course, it's going to rain at some point. We're going to move our T-80Us and our BMDs more left because the zones are about to switch. And I think that's what these big circles mean. I think this is... Okay, let's retreat those nonas. I think this means this is a potential one of these two zones where the next capturing zones are going to be. These were added in a patch lately, and I actually am not 100% sure what they mean exactly because I don't think there was anything about it in the change logs. And I did read through them quite extensively, actually, so... Unless I'm blinded, it's very possible. Oh, crap, we have to move further left. Okay, it might be worth getting these BRMs from spawn. These guys are going to keep driving. We'll try and capture Delta. Maybe do Delta, Alpha, Golf, Foxtrot, and Echo, and then cut sort of a straight line here. We are getting our grads to move. We are very low on points, though. It'd be great to get some more T-80s. I guess our grads are pretty expensive. It's, they're like 150 points, but we also just retreated our Nona, so I don't know. We're not very... Okay, we're finally getting some points now. There was a unit here. I'm not sure if it's still there. But we could put our BMDs in there and then defend from the tree line. Same here. We'll capture with our BMDs and then put them in the tree line to hold. Our T-80s, we'll put them in there. Oh, there's a lot of guys there. Okay, run, 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 run. I don't even want to really fight with these guys right now. I can't really fight. I'm just going to call an airstrike in and hope that it does something. These BMDs are in some trouble, but if I stop and turn around, they're dead either way, so it's not a good idea, I don't think. Okay, these guys might be needing to retreat. Unless they survive here. We got our friendly airstrike coming in. Doing some damage, making one of our ATGM teams retreat at least. That's good. Okay. We're going to disembark. We have our T-80Us covering the butts of these BMDs. Let's actually turn them around. Currently, they're facing the wrong way. We actually did destroy this unit that was chasing us. Capture Delta with our guys dismounted, because capturing with infantry dismounted does it a lot faster. Now, instead of retreating these guys with double tap Q, I'm actually going to drive them back to base. I think they can get fully rearmed that way, which would be a good thing. Let's hit these M3A2 Bradleys. Our recon are capturing Echo, slowly but steadily, so there we go. And we are now going to be getting some points on them. Our grads are firing, which look really cool, by the way, at night. If you press I, you can hide the HUD. And you press O, you can hide your cursor. And that looks really cool. And then you press I again, and it should come back. Okay, our grads are just dropped half of their load of ammo, which is great. Now we want to grab a new task force. I'm not sure what. Honestly, I don't even mind maybe more VDV or some cheap infantry. Maybe some cheap infantry with BTRs and artillery. Ooh, napalm. That sounds really cool. We got to get the napalm. I don't think... Did I even ever call a napalm before in this game? But I also wanted some BMP2s. They have been proven to be very good in the companion I played, the operations game mode. We're going to get these guys back. Oh, but actually, they might have been BMP3s. But I didn't really see any BMP3s on the list, so I just went for the next best thing. But the BMP3s in the last campaign were actually the absolute heroes of the Soviet Union and East Germany. They did a really freaking awesome job, that one. Okay, we've captured Alpha. Let's put our guys... Actually, we could maybe even remount our troops and see if we can snag Bravo. We're just trying to grab as many points as possible right now. Our beam, you know what? I'm going to retreat these guys because by the time they get there and get rearmed and resupplied and then drive all the way back, it's going to be about a minute left. And then we have to hope that, you know, it's going to be in the middle or maybe back here again. So we have to then retreat and get the point back. So it's pretty easier just to retreat them just as is. Okay, we do have some units. Oh, those are probably the units that are already on the map. Don't have eyes on it right now. That's armor. We have air coming in. Do we have any anti-air? I don't think we do. Oh, neither does my... Uh-oh. Okay, well, they got hit slightly. Not too bad. Okay, let's get our BMDs to clean up this M60. Move our recon on the flank. Where'd our grad go? I mean, I'm actually surprised at the little amount of hostiles we're encountering right now on this point. Oh, we got artillery hitting... Oh, okay. Can't really bomb that or anything. There's no real point for me to do so. And then we have what? Just some infantry, like probably like a Fuchs or a Spartan, or oh, maybe an M60 even. It's okay. We're gonna just flank this M60 with my BMD and VDVs, and it should really do a decent amount of damage. We can actually even okay. We got Gulf. We got basically all objectives -2. Our T80's fine. Our Grad's fine. I'm assuming it's gonna be in the middle. But to kind of maybe preempt this, we could get some cheaper BMP2s, push them up, and get a, where are they? Some T80s. And then I think that this is probably going to be, it's probably the middle. Oh, they have helicopters. I don't have any anti-air. I might have to buy me an anti-air task force if there is any. Oh, this is kind of bad. There's Spartans with Voltigeurs right behind me. Okay, M60 is gone. Rotate. Now we're currently engaging these Voltigeurs. They've really hurt my VDV. They're almost all gone. So that's really a bad thing for us. I'm going to napalm and retreat the VDV. Also because they're almost dead and in 40 seconds I have to retreat them anyway. So, okay, here comes the airstrike. Those guys are still kind of danger close. This is like basically whatever the Russian equivalent or Soviet equivalent of Broken Arrow would be. The BTRs are also right there. I'm not sure why they are still there. Okay, that looks really cool though. We get to see some anti-air coming at our Su-22s. Napalm was a direct hit, but they just kind of drove through it. But I don't think... Yeah, those guys are really... those guys are really damaged now. Our T-80s are engaging. We have our units that just arrived here, which is great. I don't... Okay, do I have it? Can't get a new task force just yet. These BRMs are probably going to retreat right now because there's no chance it's on the same zone. And we are oh, they just flared me. So this is an enemy flare. Okay, it's a good choice that I made. We can now capture some terrain. And we want a new task force, and hopefully there's some sort of anti-air in there. I don't want these Cobras to really damage me a lot here. My T-80s aren't going to do anything against the Cobras. I don't know if my BMPs can really do much. But the autocannons, technically, I guess they could do something. We might have to call in our own helicopters to deal with their helicopters. I don't know how effective that's going to be. But yeah, my T-80s right now have basically canceled out any advantage they had. Look at they're getting mortared to absolute smithereens. They're being pushed. We're going to retreat these guys. There's no point in keeping them there. BMPs, let's rotate you this way. We'll capture Gulf. T-80s, they can sit over here. Then we are going to save our... Actually, get a recon to capture Echo and then push up. We're going to get ourselves a new task force. There must be some AA. Tunguska, that'd be really good. We can get a Shilka. So really, it's only the Tunguska. We do get our DC or DPICM or cluster artillery. And it's also a command section. It's our last one, but we do need an anti-air unit, 100%. So we'll get the Tunguska. And maybe look at another HQ section, because that was actually not a bad play, I think. I think that's how my BMPs and stuff stayed alive for relatively long last time. Okay, that's kind of bad. We did not know there was a flanking unit here. My BMPs are going to have to retreat. That's really frustrating. Okay, let's put my guys in the tree line here instead. Focus left. I don't know what this is. Bradley, perhaps? I couldn't tell. Yeah, they're Bradleys. Yeah, my BMPs were just caught in the open there. It happens, but... Okay, Tunguska, they're pushing up. Did they just reload? Oh, they shot the aircraft flying over. Okay, cool, good. Capture Echo. HQ moves up. So basically anything in this huge HQ circle gets a buff to firepower or to fire rate, I believe, to accuracy. They get a huge debuff technically to their suppression, so they tend to take a lot more suppression before they start panicking, stuff like that. So it's probably a good thing for me to get the HQ section up in here again. Support both the T-80s and the BMP-2s. Tunguskas, we'll push them up. About to capture Echo, and then we'll push into towards Alpha. Oh, these guys are fighting airborne. That's why they're okay. We're gonna rally them. I think this should lower their suppression, which is that second red bar. You can see it actually lowering as we speak because of the rally, which should give them better accuracy, less stress. We'll maybe reverse them away from the airborne with their anti-tank. And our Tunguskas, actually, they could probably do some good damage to infantry as well. Okay, our grads. I probably should have used my grads. Maybe we can hit those Abrams? We'll hit the Abrams, why not? Because we're actually getting flanked by them. Okay, we can still save our cluster artillery. I'm surprised there is... Where? I don't know where all the enemies are.
5 minutes remaining.
They're not here. T-80s are a little damaged. Okay, my BMP's gonna have to retreat. Oh, and the grads are gonna have to retreat too because they just missed the Abrams. Let's get Mi-24s up here and a BMD. And yeah, let's get 2 more BMDs. Why not? These T-80s are going to have to retreat. My Tunguskas are going to have to fall back. So is my HQ because currently it's just them. I don't know if my Tunguskas can even engage these Bradleys. Can they? I mean, they do have like 23mm cannons, I believe. I know they're gonna die probably really fast. Okay, we're gonna retreat these guys. We've captured Echo. We've got our reinforcements coming in. Mi-24s are dealing with their M1A1s, but I don't know if they're doing. Are they doing anything? Let's get on their flank maybe. Still have a lot of ammo left, so we could try. Oh, that looks like a great target for some cluster artillery. It cost me a lot of points, like 45. But I think it'll be worth it. We're gonna watch their health disappear here, I assume. I do really like the cluster artillery look in this game. Here we go. Okay, you couldn't really see it because of the forest. Oh, they're still getting hit by it, actually. That did a surprising low amount of suppression. Okay, now we're hurting those guys that were pushing us. BMDs, capture Echo, capture Delta. HQ, push up, Tunguska, they're okay. They don't... Oh, we got some infantry, or some units coming up here. We can maybe intercept those. Oh, Tunguskas have eyes on aircraft, suppressed. Not a second one. Oh, they let him fire. I think we stopped him. Oh, we actually... he shot him down, but I think he crashed into our HQ section, actually damaging him quite a bit. We have our napalm coming in right in front of our BTRs, hoping to catch out those Fusiliers. Okay, that is perfect. Wow. Okay, those guys are, yeah, super suppressed. The suppression bar basically instantly filled up. That's good. Tunguska still firing at aircraft, I think. Wow, those those guys just got absolutely burned to smithereens. That's okay. That worked out. Get them loaded up. Now, what do we have over here? Let's use artillery elimination so we can see. Get our AA moved up. Okay, guys, don't drive through the friendly fire. Like, that's not a good idea, I don't think. Oh, we have a lot of guys approaching here. My BMDs need to push to the tree line here. I guess we have a lot of points right now available. Get our helicopters over here. Maybe we'll get some mortars as well as one of our AT squads. Almost at T90. Get the air. Oh, there's our heavy Abrams pushing in. Okay, our BMDs aren't going to last very long in this fight. Our Tunguskas are digging in. We have our Mi-24s engaging. Oh, crap. Our BMD-2s are still alive. Oh, nice. He just gun-runned it? Oh, no, that was the Tunguska. Okay. BMD retreat. If they're still alive by the time... Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. Our Tunguskas are actually destroying these AIFVs, by the way. They have just harassed them to absolute smithereens. There's a lot of guys on our left here. I definitely can't hold that right now.
They're gaining points at a crazy rate, but I'm assuming that the amount of points I have might be good. We're still getting ours at an okay rate. But BMDs rotate. HQ has actually been firing to the point we're almost low on ammo now, which is nuts. Okay, here comes my support. Double mortar. T80 go left. I think we're going to win this. Yeah, I think we're fine. They're getting points pretty fast, but I don't know if they're going to get enough points in the next 50 seconds. But it's going to be a close one. Okay, our mortars are going to deploy. The nice thing about mortars, unlike heavy artillery, so, you know, think of basically anything under, or 107 millimeters or under. Oh, Tunguska again, hitting the A-10. Is he going to shoot it down? Oh, he did. And that one is falling. Is it going to fall on my BMDs? Ooh, close. Okay, close. No cigar. Oh, another airstrike. Dude, these Tunguskas have definitely paid for themselves. They just knocked out 2 aircraft there. But yeah, the mortars, I think anything like 107 millimeter or smaller, they will automatically fire at any enemies that are spotted. And I think for me personally, oh, it's too late to call this artillery in because it's basically game over. But for me personally, microing heavy artillery or artillery in general in games like this is always hard because I forget about them. And then by the time, like, oh man, I just wasted my money on these, kind of like the grads. I should have used them a lot sooner. But this was you know, it's nice that the mortars fire automatically. But again, this was just a look at regiments. There's still, I guess, one more division for me to take a look at that I haven't done yet, which would be the East Germans, which will be in a future video. And then I think we may or may not go back to the operations game mode just to check it out again. Pick a different unit selection, go over some of the maybe different difficulty levels in there as well. And then we just have to wait because the developer said this is the final sort of playtest update he's been doing. And then we should be expecting the full game, as far as I understand, relatively soon. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Regiments and why I think it is different, maybe not better, but definitely different from Wargame and WARNO, and I'll catch you in the next one.